हाय एवरीवन, गुड आफ्टरनून। वेट करते हैं एज यूजुअल जिससे लोग हमें ज्वाइन कर लें थोड़ी देर में। हाय एवरीवन, गुड आफ्टरनून। ओके, आई कैन सी पीपल ज्वाइनिंग। गाइस, आप लोग जैसे जैसे हमें ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में एक हाई ड्रॉप कर दीजिए। जो हमारे रेगुलर व्यूअर्स हैं वो तो जानते ही होंगे कि हम हर वेडनेसडे ये एक्सपायरी वेबिनार करते हैं और आपके जो भी एक्सपायरी रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस हैं वो हम आंसर करेंगे, सो दैट आल्सो यू कैन ड्रॉप इन द कमेंट्स। Okay, I can see quite a few people joining. Hi, Mr. Mohan, हमारे रेगुलर व्यूअर जो हैं।
Yeah.
ओके, हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू इंडिया बुल सिक्योरिटीज। आई एम आंचल पाठक और आज के वेबिनार में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। जैसा कि मैंने बोला, जो हमारे रेगुलर व्यूअर्स हैं वो तो जानते ही हैं कि ये हमारा निफ्टी एक्सपायरी वेबिनार है जहां हम कुछ स्ट्रैटेजीज डिस्कस करेंगे। हमें आज ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं मिस्टर राजेश श्रीवास्तव जो QuantLab के फाउंडर हैं। इट्स ग्रेट टू हैव यू सर एज यूजुअल। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस। I can see जो हमारे regular viewers हैं, they're already dropping us a hi in the comments. They must have been waiting for you काफी देर से.
Hello. Thank you, Achalji, for inviting me. And hello everyone. We are back. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, so it's good to be back. Mr. Srivastava, सबसे पहले पिछले हफ्ते के बारे में बात करते हैं. Some positivity, some good news.
Oh yes, it was a great week. I mean, last week when we were doing this Wednesday evening show, we never had idea we'll have such a cheerful week, right? We discussed about those data points, but we never discussed that, it will come so soon. We were talking about like there are bullish setup, bullish numbers, which we'll be discussing what number we are talking. But then we're targeting the month end. So yeah, it came early, and it's a great week, great 5 days.
Well, that's good to know. So, कुछ कोई ऐसे डेटा पॉइंट्स हैं जिनके बारे में हमें व्यूअर्स को पता होना चाहिए that you would like to share with them?
तो पहले तो मैं जिस रेफरेंस दे रहा था कि last week we were discussing. So what was the
Right.
discussion point last week? Weekly setup, there were more call traded or OI added than the put. So we had a clear idea कि okay, call की OI बहुत अधिक है. Unless there is a drastic unwinding in the call, market does not look it's crossing even more than 150 points, and that so happened that weekly got expired. But then in the same discussion, same show, we discussed, but the monthly we could see a large put built up. Okay, when I say built up, short position were there, and then a put short position implies into a bullish setup. So we had a reference, we had a hint from the data that okay, the market leading up to the month end may be a bullish outlook, and that happens. So अभी आज जब हम दोबारा उसी डेटा को रिव्यू कर रहे हैं तो let me put this number. On the put side we have 8 crore built up and the call side 10 crore. So identically same what we had last week, and does not look like market is going to run away from here, at least for this expiry. Now यहाँ पर एक चीज ऐड करना जरूरी है. We had a Sensex expiry Monday. The straddle was 470 rupees at the opening and then closed at 470. But it means there was hardly any decay 1 DTE. Whenever this happens, we have discussed earlier also, whenever there is a lesser decay, the follow through is very volatile. When I say volatility, it does not mean bearishness. It could be large move either way. Okay. And then we have seen 1,000 point on Bank Nifty. Now we had the same thing today till 2 p.m. There was hardly any decay on our straddles. All decay came, post 2 p.m. And then we closed the straddle at 142 rupees. That is actually less than last week. Like last week, 146 rupees tha. See, we have seen the straddle somewhere between 160 to 190, but then with every passing week, this is coming down. So anyway, coming back to the same data point, we have 8 crore put built up than 10 crore call. So थोड़ा fatigue है. ये जो सुंदर beautiful run था 500 पॉइंट का निफ्टी में, वो थोड़ा फेटिक लग रहा है यहाँ पे फॉर दिस एक्सपायरी. नाउ लास्ट टाइम व्हाट वी हैड, this expiry level was not great, but then we had some great data on the monthly, but this time that data is changing. So if I have to tell you, near ATM, not the entire strike price, like 10 price नीचे पुट का 10 प्राइस ऊपर कॉल का, तो about 2 crore 92 lakh put, but 3 crore 18 lakh call. So we have more call now. This was different story last week, and this is the monthly expiry I'm talking about. Okay, so थोड़ा fatigue लग रहा है यहाँ पे. I mean, there are a lot of stock level where serious unwinding is happening and serious call rate traps are happening, but then the data is not as clean as it was last week for the monthly setup. Okay, so थोड़ा fatigue लग रहा है मार्केट यहाँ पे, और 142 रुपए का स्टार्डल भी है, तो बहुत ज्यादा आचल जी कल के लिए कुछ नहीं पड़ा है, और ये डेटा नहीं चेंज होता है तो आई थिंक थोड़ा फेटिक रहेगा मार्केट हियर टिल द कमिंग टाइम.
राइट. ऑल्सो फेड पॉलिसी अनाउंसमेंट है. So are the markets awaiting that for now? Are you expecting some level of volatility because of that?
It could have been an event to watch if this was 3 months back. Okay. But now, I mean, market, you see, even today when we were trading, you could hardly see those impact on the IV. I mean, if you recall our RBI policy or Fed policy, on the day or a day before, we see a decent, VIX move. Today, VIX closed, I mean, they are 0.5% green, but then that is not something that we are anticipating a huge volatility on the Fed policy. US closed rate yesterday. I mean, we did not even trade 5 minutes in the rate today. So we are not actually looking at that for now. I mean, see, one more thing, Achalji, I mean, we have been discussing in the last two, so the relationship, the negative correlationship of dollar and our market. See, right. 88 रुपए का डॉलर 86.50 में मिल रहा है, और I mean, it is negative correlated, right? So we have seen where the Nifty is. And when we say dollar index, it is mix of many currencies. So it's not only dollar, but even the dollar index is decently down from 110 to 103, 104, or maybe 105. So that negative correlation is reflecting on our market. Fed can have an impact on the dollar relation, and then that will have a second order impact on our market. But for now, it does not look like anything like that. That Fed event is watched by the bullion traders like gold and all. But I mean, the gold is as flat as it can. I mean, not even $1, here and there trading. It's flat trading today. So कोई impact नहीं दिख रहा non-event for now.
Right. मैं अपने व्यूअर्स को रिमाइंड करा दूं कि अगर आपके कोई एक्सपायरी रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस हैं तो प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में ड्रॉप कर दीजिए. वी विल डेफिनेटली पिक देम अप एज वी गो फॉरवर्ड.
Yeah.
So, right. Moving forward, let's talk about algo trading. काफी चर्चा हो रही है आजकल उसके बारे में मार्केट में. ये भी ट्राई किया जा रहा है कि रिटेल ट्रेडर्स के लिए थोड़ा और एक्सेसिबल बन जाए. What are your thoughts on algo trading?
Yeah, ये चर्चा is yeah, I've also seen the news, and good. देखो, a regulated industry is always good. I mean, unregulated, there are a lot of practices which is not good for the end user, end consumer. So the more regulation, the better. But let me add this. So I'm working with your team, and I can tell you, India Bull is bringing in exchange approved algos. Okay, and it has a lot of features. Perhaps I would say let's plan some this kind of online sessions, event, webinar for people to see the feature algo has the accessibility they will get without any effort. Currently, if you think of algo, the first thing come to your mind is, I don't know coding. How would I do the trading? Okay, how would I do the algo trading? But then India Bull is making effort to bring it no code algo to everybody. And then see, this is the most used word, no code algo, but then it's a truly क्लिक के साथ ट्रेड होने वाला एल्गोरिथमिक प्लेटफॉर्म है. तो आपका इंडिया बुल्स का algo will soon be available to people. It's in beta and approval stage, but then I'm talking to your team because I'm keen to use that. So soon people can actually see those and use it hands on.
Right, we are definitely looking forward to it. कुछ questions आए हैं. Mr. Mohan, we are not supposed to discuss support and resistance. This is purely an educational webinar. Mr. Abhishek Jain is asking, can you please share some light on the importance of self-awareness in Nifty expiry trading?
Abhishek, there are many things. देखो, एक तो है कि let me put it in a very colloquial language, okay? आपके मसल मेमोरी में होना चाहिए जोड़ी का भाव कितना होता है throughout the day. Like it's 11 p.m. Okay, sorry, 11 a.m. What should be the straddle price on the expiry date at 11 a.m.? It should not be say 200 रुपए का प्राइस 11 बजे है तो आपको पता ये this is not normal, it is abnormal. Okay, so when you talk about self awareness, first thing you need to be aware what is the straddle price every passing hour. I mean, there are days, Abhishek, you would have seen, 200 रुपए का 170 रुपए का premium on the straddle at 2 p.m. And then we have seen those days we got 300 point volatility post 2 p.m. So the first thing when you talk about self-awareness is your muscle memory to remember at this point of time on the clock what should be the straddle premium. पहला बात तो वो है. दूसरा बात है, are the premium, चलो combined premium decay हो रहा है, but is there abnormal decay is one side or one side is stagnant or decay is on the both the sides. So see, हम सबको बचपन से पढ़ाया गया है इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू के बारे में, राइट? और हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं CMP माइनस स्ट्राइक प्राइस. बट रिमेंबर व्हेन वी ट्रेड वीकली एक्सपायरी दैट मैथमेटिक इज डिफरेंट बिकॉज देयर इज अ कॉल पुट पैरिटी. सो तीसरा चीज ये है कि यू ऑलवेज कैलकुलेट योर प्रीमियम you're paying or premium you're selling, what is the amount above the intrinsic value, and that intrinsic value calculation is not your normal CMP minus strike price, okay? Because there is a weeklies have different than the monthlies. So now कल जो हम निफ्टी ट्रेड करेंगे is different than what we'll trade day after tomorrow, okay? Because that is a monthly expiry. You don't have any synthetic level to look after because that's the monthly expiry. Straight away normal future you can track, okay? So Abhishek, I mean, since it's a random question you sort, so these are the three immediate self awareness or self data point I would like you to start with, and then this question will come back sometime next week. So to add more pointer to this thing. There's a question from Pawan, and Pawan ji is our regular viewer. Since you mentioned market looking tight, how about implementing this strategy tomorrow? Nifty week C buy and one lot and Nifty week C two lot. Doctor, देखो, I let me put this. See, this kind of ratio spreads are dangerous. So strategy are mostly risk reward calculated, but when you sell once, and buy like ratio 1:2, 1:3, these are unlimited risk reward kind of situation. So I would not recommend anyone to just go for unlimited reward and limited risk. Sorry, unlimited risk and limited reward kind of thing. There are kal bhi hai, just live today to trade another day. So yeah, I know there are a lot of people who recommend ratios and all, but then they just don't stand by you when you are running into problem, okay? So I would not say you to go with this buy one, sell two, buy one kind of.
Right. Priyanka Dubey also has a question. What is the maximum drawdown allowed for Nifty expiry trading?
प्रियंका, देखो, ड्रॉडाउन मतलब दो चीज है. एक तो आप एक स्ट्रैटेजी है, एक पर्टिकुलर एक्सपायरी में कितना ड्रॉडाउन आपके स्ट्रैटेजी में आपने फैक्टर इन किया है. दूसरा से आज कल की एक्सपायरी में हमने 1.5% कमाया, अगले एक्सपायरी में 1.5% कमाया, उसके अगले एक्सपायरी में 1.5% कमाया, तो एक्चुअली वी आर 4.5% डाउन फ्रॉम द टॉप. So you have to ask me that what would be a strategy builder should plan. Should he plan each individual expiry or he should plan a max drawdown including back-to-back 4, 5, 6 stop losses?
Right. Komal also has a question.
What is the best time to enter a trade in Nifty expiry? Komal, again, if you are a seller, as early as you feel the morning volatility settle down. If you are a buyer, as early you feel hardly any time value left into that. Okay, if not, then I mean, yeah, no time to enter. I'll club this question with another question. how to avoid impulsive decision. So Komal, let's start with your question. What is a good time? You would say it's 12 p.m. and then you decided, you know, I'll go with the option buy because hardly any time value. But then that is just 10 rupees, 12 rupees, 8 rupees. See, there is no setup. Assume there is no setup to go long or go short. You're just getting into a trade. It appears to be, cheaper, and then Rahul, for you, it is impulsive trade, right? So just because you feel something is cheaper or something is too much of premium to sell, but there's no setup, there's no clean idea about the direction, clean idea about the stop loss of the strategy adjustment, then you are, doing an impulsive trade and then not the right time to trade. So I've clubbed two questions here.
Right. 2M Creation is asking, how do I predict price movements during options expiry?
या देखो दो चीजें, एक तो इट्स नॉट अ प्रूवन वन बट वी स्टिल फॉलो, लॉट ऑफ पीपल फॉलो the premiums, like startle premium, say 142. Yeah, like, there's no proven data, but most of the time I've seen, except few situations, it's not guaranteed again, it remain within the range. I mean, there are situations it has gone 2-3x to that range, but then, जैसे कल के लिए 142 रुपया है, तो I mean, it's not guarantee again, but then we get a Q from there and build ourselves to a volatility of 142 point either side, but it's not a guarantee. Okay, so that's where it starts. And then another way to calculate this is the time divided by the square root of VIX. Okay, so assume we wanted to get a 1 day, a range, so you have to use 242 divided by the square root of whatever is the VIX today. So you get a expected idea, and that is a more scientific and mathematical way to derive the expected price, predicted price movement. Okay, तो वो बहुत easy है. Someday what we'll do, or you can drop someone in double team here. They will send you an Excel sheet. All you have to do is to put the VIX and your current Nifty level. It will tell you what is that. But that's just the mathematics. That's not a guarantee that market will move that much only. Okay, that's the mathematical formula how the VIX help you to know how much is the expected volatility. Hi, what is the best technical indicator for identifying Nifty trend? GP sir, there are many. I mean, but there are many technical indicators, to do that. But then one is widely used by many people, and most of the new joiners start with that, is the super trend. So you do some back testing and then start with super trend. There are many indicators, GK sir. Okay, देखो एक चीज और है. Nifty trend is one thing and expiry is second thing. Expiry is all about options. It's all about options. Okay, nothing else. Monthly expiry, you can say stocks also getting expired and a lot of rollovers are happening, but weeklies are all about options. उसका कोई और पर्पस नहीं है. ठीक है, तो निफ्टी ट्रेंड को एक्सपायरी से मत जोड़िए. बट आपका सवाल अगर निफ्टी ट्रेंड का था तो वो है. ठीक है. Yeah. So what we'll do, there are a lot of questions on the range, the volatility, or the IV. We can set up a proper classroom sessions for this kind of questions. Okay.
Right.
However, we'll send you a Excel file if you can contact the India Bull team member to calculate. Like, you just put two numbers and it will give you the mathematical range. Yeah, a good question today.
Yeah. 2M Creations is asking, what is the role of IV in expiry day, like we just discussed.
इनके सवाल या और भी है जितने IV के VIX के. Let's
Right.
what is VIX? Let's see what is VIX first. Okay. कैसे example दूँ? How do I give example? Okay, so let's see this. We are talking now. Okay, assume there is a market going on, and then a news flashes. PM sir will address the nation at 8 p.m. What would be your first reaction? Your first reaction will be to, okay, let me listen to people what they are saying. What would your first reaction if you listen there is a address to nation by the PM at 8 p.m.? See, as a trader, I will go and I'll hedge my position. One thing, second thing, I'll buy far out call and put, because if Modi ji comes and declare a stimulus package to the economy, or he comes and declare another lockdown, in any case market will react. So the more I go to buy call for the stimulus package or put for the lockdown, the more the bidding on the OTM calls and put, and that increases the your IV. So अगर आप पूछो IV, तो वो एक तरह से अंडरलाइंग डिमांड भी बताता है, बट इट डज नॉट it's not the first order of reflection how much is the demand into call or put, but yes, underlying that's the demand and put comes into the picture. प्रियंका जी, आप एक दिन का वेट कीजिए, इंडिया बुल के प्लेटफॉर्म पे आयरन कॉन्डर स्ट्रेटजी आ रहा है, ठीक है? आप एक दिन का वेट कीजिए, इंडिया बुल का बीटा प्लेटफॉर्म आएगा, उसमें यू विल हैव आयरन कॉन्डर, ठीक है? सो वी विल हैव डेडिकेटेड सेशंस फॉर ईच ऑफ these strategies on India Bull algo platform. Secure the open positions. Yeah, that's right. You secure, and then you can also try to do some bit of betting for that, right? Like take a position to encash the situation. So you do call put buying, right? And that bidding goes into the calculation. Mix. So basically demand बताता है. तो प्रियंका जी, आयरन कॉन्डोर एंड ऑल सारे स्ट्रेटजीज इंडिया बुल के प्लेटफॉर्म में है, currently under the approval stage and processes. Wait for some time, you'll have everything available at the one click.
Well, if there are any more questions, please drop them in the comment section. Mr. Sriwastava will definitely take them up. आज काफी interesting discussions हुई है, Mr. Sriwastava. What is your outlook in the coming few weeks? जो ओरिजिनल आपका आउटलुक था, अगर मैंने आपको ये पिछले हफ्ते पूछा होता तो उससे आंसर कुछ
I would have
चेंज
given
हुआ
a clear answer कि I could see a very clean data, but then बहुत fatigue अभी, unless we change something tomorrow or unless something happen in the Fed tonight, थोड़ा सा fatigue लग रहा है यहाँ पे.
Right, we're still awaiting a few questions from our audience.
Large index influencing stock in IT index, and IT index is that problem point for everybody.
Right. Any other sector that you feel is going to be affected in the coming days?
So there are two. One is the metal, because there are news flow and negative correlation with the dollar index. So the metal is one such, and then banks looking good.
Mr. Rahul is asking, best trading in the monthly expiry will be positional or intraday? What's your view, sir?
Rahul, दोनों है monthly में, like see. So what you do? You pick up open interest data for every stock of the first day of the expiry monthly. So say monthly ends on Thursday and Friday every stock open fresh, right? तो आप सारे स्टॉक का आप फर्स्ट डे का ओपन इंटरेस्ट निकाल लो. फॉर एग्जांपल any say stock X starts every series on an average of 4,000 open lots, but this series starting with the 8,000. So you have a stock which has a huge position created, but price has not moved or not yet moving. So you know that one stock will have a significant move, so that you have to decode the direction you have detected with the open interest. Now that is a positional trade. Now expiry ke din intraday, stocks are anyway, it goes into a lot of regulations and margin requirement and all, so you have to stick to the index only, right? Pre-expiry you cannot do anything in the stock because the margin shoots up like anything. Index also, you have a lot of bank Nifty, mid cap, finance Nifty, all the expiries are now clubbed together. So you have 4 index. So plan, you want intra or you want positional, but yeah, we have 4 index, expiring together now last week. So yeah, see how it works. Stock तो हो नहीं सकता है.
We are still awaiting questions. हम कुछ और मिनट ये वेबिनार ओपन रखेंगे. Meanwhile, आपके जो भी questions हो आप comment section में डाल सकते हैं.
Yeah.
Great to have everyone participating today. काफी लोगों ने questions पूछे हैं और काफी interesting discussions हुई हैं. I'm wondering if this is a reaction to the positivity in the market also.
I mean, it came after a long time.
Yes.
It came after long. I mean, yeah. See, we had a roaring bull run for almost two and a half years, and then those last 6 months were painful. So at least a week of cheerful happiness.
Good to know.
Sir, RI is still not performing well in relief rally future. Yeah, so Pawan has a very interesting question. Yesterday night, RIL, even I saw this Pawan, 11,000 lot of future addition. Um, एक तो there were news also, positive news. They got into agreement with SpaceX and all, and does not yield anything. So yeah, someone is making position. Pawan, now this 11,000, I'm sure you're saying me COI. You have to go and break down, are these positions built in the current series or next series? If it is next series, then you know what I just told 5 minutes back. Like somebody has already created the position for next month and price is yet to move. So आपका जो ये 11,542 lot hai, and I understand Pawan from south, so it's 11,542 lots, and that doesn't mean that I'm possibly may not be that well with this Hindi number. So Pawan, you go back and check which series this 11,552 lots are built. If it is current series, then yes, it's something we have to watch out for. If it's next series, then you know what, you and me looking into it.
Mr. Anuderia is asking Monday expiry by NSE, how to handle the situation after 2 days of holidays. I mean, this is something that
सर
we
वो
discussed.
हिंदी में बोलूंगा, हाथ को आया मुंह ना लगा. देखो 1DT is much, I mean, I'm not going to say safe or risky, but 1DT is safer in relation to the reward. Okay, like 0DT is having better reward, but then it is not safer as 1DT. तो अब क्या होगा, मंडे एक्सपायरी है तो आप फ्राइडे को, I mean your 1DT will be Sunday, you cannot do that trading. Saturday you can do that trading, and Friday को अगर आप बेच के जाते हो, suppose आज we close 1DT with 142 rupees. That scenario, Monday you may be closing with 240 300 rupees, and then you're straight away opening on the Monday, so you may be opening at 120 130. So 150-200 रुपए तो आप प्रीमियम रहेगा above the normal 1DT. But then weekend with itna volatility, itna news flow, I mean you see all the news flows over the weekend have been packed on the Monday gap up gap down. So it is very, I mean, one has to do a lot of research and then thoughtful risk taking analysis. What should one do? Otherwise 300 रुपए रहेगा फ्राइडे इवनिंग, बट वी कैन नॉट टेक दैट रिस्क टू सेल एंड गो. और फ्राइडे को डीके भी नहीं होने वाला क्योंकि वो 3DT ट्रेड कर रहे हैं. तो या
Mr. Mahavir Jain is asking, any idea if Nifty already made bottom in this correction?
Mahavir ji, देखो, so there are great scholars who have given us great methodology. One of that, William O'Neill, one of his book is, if you have not broken a 3 days back-to-back new low, then it's a halt. I'm not saying we made a bottom, it's a halt. Okay, so I'm not trying to put a word to your question. I'm saying the scholars have said this, at least for there's a halt for now. Okay, and there's a compliment from Sandeep Pikwas ji. Thank you, Sandeep ji. Yeah, and then how to use option Greek for Nifty expiry trading. विनीत पंचाल जी, आपका सवाल मैं समझ नहीं पाया. आपका ग्रीक से क्या था, डेल्टा से था या थीटा से था? तो आप अगर सवाल को क्लैरिफाई करो तो आई विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी. कम ऑन, अल्फा सीकिंग, आप मुझे बता दो. कोमल, अभी Common, we tend not to do any sorts of gimmick marketing. So we'll talk about strategy, not the alpha seeking and all.
Right. We're here for
yeah.
We're here for another 2-3 minutes. अगर आप लोगों के कोई questions हो तो please comment section में drop कर दीजिए.
Okay, there's an interesting question, M Das, and for
Right.
short on strangle in Nifty, how much room should we give in percentage term? तो M Das जी, मैंने आपका सवाल समझा नहीं, बट मुझे यहाँ पर 2-3 चीजें आपको ऐड कर देना है, फिर आप दोबारा क्वेश्चन क्लैरिफाई कर देना है. तो you asked me straddle, not strangle. No, two things. One, straddle have the highest probabilities of highest decay rate. Sorry, not the probabilities, decay rate. But strangle has the highest probabilities of expiring at 0. So अगर आपका intention is clear कि I'm trading strangle, then your probabilities are higher than straddle. Okay. Now if your question is कि कितना, like say आपने 20 का बेचा और कितना रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस लगाना है, कितना टॉलरेंस रखना है, तो वो क्वेश्चन आपको आपका रिस्क टेकिंग और योर रिस्क बेयरिंग एपेटाइट के हिसाब से होना है. ठीक है, तो to let me summarize this back, straddle have a higher decay rate, however, and higher money as well. Triangle have a higher probabilities to spare out of the money, which basically means is getting zero. Okay, तो अगर आपका सवाल ट्रायंगल ही बेचना है और बेचने के बाद कितना वेट करना है, तो वो आपके रिस्क एपेटाइट पे है.
Right. Mr. Yunus is saying hi.
हाय.
Hi to you. Let's see.
शर्मा जी, आईटी का मुझे नहीं पता कब तक गिरेगा, बट वो सबकी पॉइंट है. आज आप देखो कितने अच्छे अच्छे मूव थे स्टॉक में यार, इंडिगो में, स्कॉट्स में, काफी अच्छे अच्छे मूव थे, बट जस्ट बिकॉज दैट आईटी थिंग वी हैड वेरी फैटिक डे.
Right. Any closing comments before we end the
One
show?
thing is, to add, I mean, more of a reminder or more of a कि भाई देखो 142 रुपए का जोड़ी है, बहुत कुछ नहीं है फॉर द रिस्क टू रिवार्ड. तो गेट टू बी केयरफुल, देयर आर जस्ट लिव अनदर डे टू ट्रेड टुमारो वाली सिचुएशन है. डोंट बी impulsive trader for 142 rupees.
Right, that's good to know, and thank you for those wise words. Mr. Someshwar is also saying thank you for sharing that knowledge. Once again, thank you for your time and the time that you've given to our audience. आपने काफी patience से सारे questions answer किए हैं, so it's great to have you on our show. और हमारी ऑडियंस को मैं बता दूं कि आप हमारे सोशल मीडिया चैनल्स को ज़रूर फॉलो करें, हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और @IndiaBullSec ट्विटर, लिंक्डइन पर ज़रूर हमें फॉलो करें. वहाँ पर हम आपको बता देंगे कि हमारा अगला वेबिनार कब होने वाला है. हमारे डिफरेंट वीडियोस भी आप देख सकते हैं. सो इट विल बी ग्रेट टू सी यू गाइस देयर एंड इंटरैक्ट विद अस. All right, I'm afraid that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you, Mr. Sriwastava. We will catch you soon.
Thank you, and yeah, we'll come back again with more algo features, and a question to Priyanka ji ka about Iron Condor. So while we are talking algos, we'll see what is the payoff graph and everything about those things. Thank you for joining in today.
Right. Thank you so much.